Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello people of the internet. I'm Adzra Rizwandyka, Islamic University of Kalimantan, Muhammad Arsyad Al-Manjari student. It's a pleasure to be here and thank you for taking the time to join me today. As a little girl growing up transitioning from non-digital to digital and now to a sustainable digital reliance, I've experienced a time when there was no smartphone, no internet or even social media, to the time where now we can't even live without it. In a world where every tap and click leaves a mark, it's more important than ever to understand how to navigate social media so we can use it wisely. This leads to today's topic, which I'll talk about social media, a form of mass media communication on the internet through which users interact and share information, a space where we can express ourselves, share our lives, and connect with others. Social media have transformed the dynamic of freedom of expression and information. Freedom of expression itself are fundamental rights that contain personal and social dimensions. On the other hand, social media itself still has the potential to be used for both positive and negative purposes. And it's all depending on how people are going to use it. And in here, we're focusing on most of the problems that occur now are where we use it too often. So we are at a point where we express ourselves too much and expose ourselves to almost everything social media and cannot distinguish which one that we can share and which one that we should not share on social media. Even though there are so many social media features that prevent privacy leaks and other things that we don't want it to be happens, but instead, we're the one who overexpose ourselves. Here, the critical point is that we must be able to distinguish and determine the limits of showing our lives. And by understanding these limits, it might empower us to take control of our online presence. So here's the thing, we live in an era where social media allows us to express ourselves like never before. But with this freedom of expression comes a crucial question, and I start to question this myself. At what cost to our privacy? Because this freedom isn't without risk, it comes with inherent risk. The more we share, the more we expose ourselves, the more we put ourselves at risk. Starting from something simple, when we post our photos online, it can reveal our location. An impulsive tweet that might end up with oversharing can be captured and spread long even after we've deleted it. So personal information that we share today might resurface years later in ways we didn't anticipate. And it's equally important to know our boundaries. Learning and understanding the art of self-expression with boundaries is about finding a balance, being mindful of what we share, and being cautious about the potential consequences. So how can we master this art of self-expression with boundaries? First, choose what, who, and where you share. Be selective. Not every thought or experience needs to be posted online. Sometimes it's best to keep the most meaningful moment personal. Second, be intentional about what you post. Whether it is a content, a photo, a video, an opinion, a thoughts, even replies to other comments. This leads me to mention what Carl learned in his books called The Shallow. Dozens of studies point to the same conclusions. When we go online, we enter an environment where it promotes cursory reading, hurried, distracted thinking, and superficial learning. It's possible to think deeply while surfing the internet, just as it's possible to think shallowly while reading a book, but that's not the type of thinking that technology encourages and rewards us. So before posting, ask yourself, and it's time to share in a moment, but please consider the long-term impact about what you're putting online. Last is understand the privacy setting. So social media has these features where it can control the persons that can see your page on social media. Take this as a chance and they can help you to draw the line between the public and private. At the end of this page, social media encourages us to share freely, but with every post, it means we open the door into our personal lives. In the worst case scenario, they leave traces that can be accessed, shared, or even exploited. However, by mastering this art of self-expression with boundaries, it can create a space that truly reflects and genuinely express who we are while keep the most important to us safe. So let's embrace social media's power, but then remember, self-expression is most powerful when paired with the wisdom of boundaries. I think that's all for me. I do really hope that we can learn and get something new from today. Thank you so much for all of your kind attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.